Well, I didn't think anything could pull me away from Yakuza 0, but I came home today and I read a story about GameStop that was so disgusting, I just had to come onto YouTube and talk about it. And, we all complain about the different companies with which we interact in life. Many of these interactions are extremely unpleasant, and surely interactions that we've all had at GameStop are unpleasant, but it's a rare circumstance when a company can screw a customer and an employee at the same time. So Kotaku did an article, and I'll post it below, about the GameStop Circle of Life policy. And essentially what this is a policy tracked by store and by employee. And apparently they get certain percentage quotas for different things that they can sell. Pre-orders, reward card subscriptions, used game sales, and trade-ins. And each store and each employee is told, what their quota is. What do they have to meet, not only to meet some sort of goofy corporate incentive target, but to keep their jobs. So if they don't sell, X amount, X percent of their sales, if it's not used games, they will get fired. And supposedly, according to the article, I didn't have time to research this, but there's a GameStop Reddit, and there's all sorts of employees complaining about this and figuring out how to game the system, so on and so forth. So you can research that. But what it has led to, and I think justifiably on the part of the employees, is that they're lying to customers. That if a game is brand new and shrink-wrapped and in the store, they'll tell you that it's not there, or they'll tell you that it's only for pre-order customers, because they have to sell those used games. And if they can't bundle that new sale with a rewards card subscription or something like that, or a pre-order, they'll actually lose money, and they have to make up that money in other products in this circle of life, one of these four categories. So if you go into GameStop and you ask them for a brand new PlayStation 4 and they sell it to you, that particular employee could lose his job for selling you that brand new item. And I've complained time and again that the few times that I go into GameStop, I want, if I'm paying for a new game, I want it shrink wrapped. I want the brand new game. And of course they always, give you a hard time about it. Now I know why. This is a despicable policy. This is one of the most evil anti-consumer and anti-worker policies that I've heard about. And of course, you could probably throw out a million other examples from a million other companies. I'm sure when I bitch and moan to the Comcast employee at customer service, they're being treated in a deplorable fashion. But this is kind of what our culture has brought us to, that you're being so badly mistreated by a company as a customer that you get upset at an employee that is probably being treated worse than you are, and that has an existential threat from the same company. So I think we need to get the word out about this. And it's funny, I actually went into GameStop to get Yakuza 0, and they had it. I mean, I did pre-order it. But even a few months ago, I had gone in to pick up some other new games. And I actually had a very pleasant interaction with some of the guys there. It wasn't like, hey, do you want a magazine subscription? Do you want a rewards card? Blah, blah, blah. It was just a normal human interaction. I said, GameStop's not so bad. And then I come upon this article. This is an industry-wide disgrace. And, it's the tip of the iceberg, like I said, not just in the general economy, but I'm sure you have other examples of game developers, game manufacturers, doing game publishers, doing somewhat similar things, and really trying to figure out a way to abuse the player, and in doing so, abuse their employees. So I certainly tweeted some abuse at GameStop. If you feel as strongly about this as I do, I suggest that you do the same, because it's only pressure from the point of sale, from customers saying, hey, we're not going to shop at this, your establishment anymore. You're not going to get a single sale from us. That's where the activism has to happen. And I hope for the sake of the employees of GameStop, who I'm sure are good people just trying to earn a living, let's make their life easier. Let's actually stand up for them by boycotting this despicable company until this despicable policy goes away.